Wanna know how I built this castle? Cathedral? What is it? Find out at the end of this video. This is Coaster Master and I'll be seeing you on the other side. Hi friends, this is Coaster Master here. Today, as you saw in the intro, we are going to be building something. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. It's going to be different from what we've built so far. That's for sure. And as you can already see, I have covered some of the track with this. Now you might be thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? A roller coaster without a track? Have you gone crazy, Coaster Master? I'm gonna say no. This is exactly what I was aiming for. I was aiming for a roller coaster without a track. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this, but there is a thing called a trackless flat ride. Flat ride, yeah. I was about to say that. Yes, there's a trackless flat ride concept which has been used multiple times by Disney, but I don't think it has been used much by any other company really. So you know what? I thought I could use Coaster Master Corp. Yes, that's what I'm calling it. Yeah, I'm gonna be calling my company Coaster Master Corp someday. Okay, so Coaster Master Corp will be the first non-Disney group to make a trackless ride. Whew, yeah, that was weird. Okay, now I don't know. I did have to delete these supports so that they won't jut out of the building because it looks weird. But overall, I'm pretty happy. Although I think I should have kind of tried to do it in the beginning. That was a mistake on my part, yeah. I should have thought of this and, not had the supports from the very beginning. I wasted some, I don't know, this is a time lapse video right here. I wasted at least some 15 minutes getting all these track supports out. Yes, you heard that right. 15 whole minutes to get the track supports. I know it's crazy, but half the time when you do not know where the track is, it's quite difficult to get the supports out, believe me. And it is overall quite difficult to find the supports because you can't really see them when half the building is built. I know it's crazy. You probably don't understand a thing I'm saying here. I don't either. But let's just work with what we have here. What he have here. What did I say? What we have here. Okay. Whew. Yeah. I have no idea what else I can say about this. This was truly a crazy experience, yeah. And I did have to edit the track for a lot of elements in the coasters. Yeah, I had to change quite a few elements in these coasters so that for the most part you couldn't see the track and so that it didn't not make sense, so that it made sense. But here you have tracks that go through each other. Now I did something like that in the previous episode, but you know what? I stopped it in the middle. I had to stop myself because I thought I was going too crazy and I wanted my coaster to be slightly realistic. But now that we can use magnets, yeah, that's the only way I can do it. I'm using an imaginary magnetic propulsion system. Is that how you say it? Yeah. An imaginary magnetic propulsion system that will get these trains where I want them to go. Yeah. And if you've gone to SeaWorld, I don't remember which one, I think it was Orlando. There was a penguin themed ride which basically does just that. You cross over the track quite a few times using the magnets. So technically this is a fairly realistic ride if I manage to fit the magnets inside those bricks, which is going to be a challenge, but let's say that's only a challenge in real life. In Planet Coaster, you don't have to add magnets, you just have to put the building on top of the track, which is fairly simple actually. Yeah, I thought it would be a little harder to do something like this, but well, it was fairly simple. The hardest part was actually making the ride not collide with the building. Yeah, I had to make sure the roller coasters did not smash into the walls or go through the walls themselves. It was definitely one of the harder parts of doing this. But overall, I liked the experience. I think it was new to me. I've never done anything like this. And yeah, actually, I had tried to do something like this earlier off camera, but at that time the collision controls were on. Sorry, they were off, which meant that I could not put the building on top of the track. Yeah, I had to I had to scrap that idea. And that's why I never made a building for that ride. Now I won't be telling you what ride it is, but yeah, let's just say I deleted it from the park. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, the structure is really coming together right now. I can almost see it in front of me. It looks quite nice. No, it doesn't. That's because it's a dungeon. Yes, I said it, and I said it before the end of this video. I am aiming to make a dungeon with this thing, and I don't know if I add a little bit of over the top theming, I might go a little dark. It might be a little too dark for, any younger ones watching these videos. Again, I'm not too sure about who watches these videos, but if there's any youngish person or basically anyone under 9 who's watching this video, they may feel a little offended that, someone is making a dungeon in Planet Coaster. So I'm gonna try to make it a friendly dungeon. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna try not to make it extremely dark with lots of skeletons and deaths, although that would have been quite nice. But no, I can't, I guess, but I am gonna try doing some other things. Yeah. Overall, I'm quite okay with having a dungeon being placed as the first thing in this fairy tale section. I'm pretty cool with that. Although I could have come up with better ideas, but I do not think I have a dungeon themed ride at my home park. No, I do not. And I think it's fairly nice to have a nice dungeon themed track ride, but I went further. And that's where the idea of a dungeon themed roller coaster came in. And I must say it's better than a dungeon themed flat ride any day. Yeah. I mean, why do you even have flat rides when you can make roller coasters? And that too, roller coasters when it's yeah, I mean, now that you have a way of using magnets to propel roller coasters through a building, I think it's probably the most sensible thing to do. So it might be the end of flat rides after all. No, not flat rides, track rides. Might be the end of track rides, but not in this park. As I showed you last episode, I would be making a cat themed ride. Now, I was thinking of doing it in this building, but nah. I think it might be a good idea to do it in a separate building. But yes, it is going to be a part of this fairy tale themed section. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty cool with that. And again, I think it's a really nice contrast. R- Rats or mice next to cats. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that actually. Well, what else can I say about this structure? Yeah, I've already said it's a dungeon. Yeah. What else can I say about this dungeon? It looks like a dungeon, yeah. There is a cellular jail that was probably known to be the most violent jails of all time. Now it's closed. I don't know if it was the most violent jail, but it is basically where political prisoners were held by the British when the British invaded our country and they were tortured. I don't want to get too dark again for the for any kids watching this video, but I can tell you when I went there, now it's closed obviously, but and it's a museum. When I went there, I was grossed out by some of the things that they said. Yeah, it was a little too much for me, definitely. I'm not gonna risk saying this because between you and me, there's obviously gonna be one of us that grosses out here. Yeah. But overall, I'm happy that I got something like this in my park. Although I'm not too sure if this is gonna be the last trackless roller coaster in this park. I know, it's like the most unrealistic indoor theme park ever. With a monster ride like Psychedelia and then two spinning coasters and more space than, I don't know, Six Flags Great Adventure? Yeah, I think this one takes up more space than Six Flags Great Adventure. Yikes. This is probably the largest park ever, like for your indoor theme park, where everything is supposed to be crammed into a tiny space. Here it's the widest indoor theme park. Yeah, it is gonna be, yeah, nothing's gonna be crammed here. I mean, there's so much space. I was actually not planning to add something like the cube ride. The one I added, I think last to last episode. Yeah, I think in episode 3. In episode 3, I added that cube ride. I was totally not planning on it. But since I found that empty plot of land, I would just keep going back to it, and I was just thinking that why leave it alone? I mean, I could do so much with it. By so much, I mean I could add a nice flat ride, but then, of course, for a section themed to brains, I had to find something crazy and not nice. So I added the cube, and there's the story of me adding the cube. Yeah, pretty simple. Right, now back to this building, or rather, trackless rides. Now that I did this commentary, I just realized that SeaWorld and Efteling and a few other theme parks also use track rides. Sorry, trackless track rides. Yes, I said it. Trackless track rides. Yeah. So I guess Coaster Master Cop won't be the first. Too bad. Now over there, there's a screen. I have big plans for that screen. You have no idea. That screen is gonna be the reason the spinning coaster is gonna be distinguished from the Wild Mouse coaster. That one screen, yes. Now you can, I don't know, I think you should comment in the comment section below. What do you think this screen is for? Do you think it's for, I don't know, some decorations, something like a skeleton? Although I already said I'm not going to be doing that. So yeah, it's all up to you guys. What do you think it's going to be? I'm just going to say it's going to be the last thing you expect from a person of my age. Yeah. You'd probably be wondering how I even got to know about that. So, here are the few hints. Yep, these are the hints. What do you think it's gonna be? What do you think is gonna be on that screen? And what do you think is gonna be on those other screens? You know, the ones I added in episode 2? Yeah, those screens, those massive ones. I mean, which advertisements do you think are going to be there? Do you think they're going to be some roller coaster companies like Bolliger and Mabillard or Rocky Mountain Construction? Or do you think it's going to be an advertisement of Planet Coaster or Coaster Master Corp? Who knows? I think I want you to comment on that as well. I don't know, should I add all the screens next episode? That might be a good idea. So, yeah, and we do need a name for these coasters. Well, that's all I have for you today. This is Coaster Master signing out, and I'll see you next time on Building an Indoor Theme Park, Part 6.